this is Munson with Munson Music. I'm going to talk about how you can play a song called Stop in the Name of Love by the Supremes. And we're going to start off on an A minor chord. When we play A minor, first finger goes to the B string on the first fret, second finger on the D string second fret, and third finger on the G string second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord, and it sounds really sad. Now, while you're on A minors in general, it can be kind of cool to lift the first finger and make that an A sus2, or you can add the pinky in and make it an A on the B string third and kind of make that an A suspended chord. Or you might want to kind of lift off the third finger and make that an A minor 7. Or you could add in the pinky on the high E string on the third fret for kind of an A minor 7. And then from the A minor, we're going to be going to a G major chord. When we play G major, first finger goes to the A on the second fret, second finger on the low E string third fret, and third finger on the high E string third fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really happy. Now you may also want to think about putting the third finger on the B string third, pinky on the high E string third for your G major. And the bass note on that particular G actually is a B note. So it's kind of coming out on the A string, and that's called G/B, or G with a B in the bass. And you kind of use the A string to the high E string on that G chord. And then from the G, we go to an F major chord. When we play F major, I'll talk about an easy way to play this. But if you know the bar F, you do your first finger across the entire first fret, second finger on the G string second fret, third finger on the A string third fret, and the pinky on the D string third fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an F major bar chord, and it sounds really happy. Now, a good substitute for that, then, when you're starting out, is something called F major 7, where you do the first finger on the B string first fret, second finger on the G string second fret, and third finger on the D string on the third fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds an F major 7. It sounds really groovy happy. And from the F, we go back to our G major chord, and then we go to a C major chord. When we play C major, first finger goes to the B string on the first fret, second finger on the D string second fret, and third finger on the A string on the third fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really happy. Now, randomly on C's, it can be kind of cool to lift the first finger and make that a C major 7, or you can take the pinky and add it in on the B string on the third fret and make that a C major 9. Kind of a cool thing too. Now, strumming wise through the song though, you could kind of work an 8 down idea through a lot of these chords, kind of A minor, G/B, and I'm adding a little bit of muting just to kind of make that interesting. Kind of F, G, and then we end up with kind of a C to an F halving, and you can do that with 4 downs on each of those chords, or you may want to kind of mix it up, kind of a 3+5 idea could be kind of cool too. Now, one of my favorite strum patterns though for a song like this, though, just to kind of support my voice, is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we took the A minor and just tried that a lot too. You'd have down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up. So the weird part about applying that to that chorus of the intro is when we get to the C and F, you may want to do a down, down, up on those chords, or you can do a down, down, up on the C, up, down, up on the F. Or I kind of dig on kind of a down, down, F on the up, down, C on the down, down, F on the up, down. It's a little weird because we'll have the pattern at the end. But if we tried that strum pattern through our chorus, we'd have the A minor, G/B, chorus, then we go into our verse part, and we start off on C major, but then you may want to kind of lift off that first finger and make it that a C major 7, and then we go to a G minor chord. Normally you do this as a 3rd fret bar, third finger on the A string 5th fret, pinky on the D string 5th fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G minor chord. Now you could kind of lift off the pinky and make a G minor 7, which could be very cool too. Or a good cheat for that actually could kind of work off one of your G chords, where you do second finger on the low E string third finger on the B string third, pinky on the high E string third, and kind of take the first finger and kind of mute out the A string. So you could kind of use that as kind of a G minor, as really a G5. And then from the G, then we would be going to or G minor, we'd be going to an A major chord. We play A major. First finger goes to the D on the second fret, second finger on the G string second fret, and third finger on the B string second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A major chord, and it sounds really happy. And while you're on the A, you may also want to think about lifting off the second finger and making that an A7 chord, or you can kind of readjust the fingers and have the pinky in on the high third for an A7. And then we go back to F, back to G, and then we go back to F, and then back to the G, and then we got a C, and then another G/B, and then an F, and another F, and then we kind of tag our verse with kind of that same C/F idea that we were doing earlier. So we tried our verse with our strumming. We have the C major 7, G minor, A, F, G, F, G, C, G/B, our next chorus. Now, one other thing that I like to add to a song like this is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down, the down, down, up, down, up, you get doing a bass for the chord. So on the A minor, you have the A for the bass. On the G, you have the low E for the bass, unless you want to make that a G/B, in which case you bring out the A string for the bass. On the G minor, we'd have the low E for the bass. On the F bar, we'd have low E for the bass. On the F major 7, we'd have the G for the bass. And on the C, we'd have the A for the bass. And on the A, we'd have the A for the bass. And on the A minor, we have the A for the bass. So if we try that next chorus with kind of a bass idea, we have A minor, G/B with an A bass, F, G, A minor, G/B, F, G. We got our C, they would be going into our second verse. So we added basses to that. We'd have the C major 7, G minor, A, F, G, F, G, C, G/B, Now, if you know their strumming patterns, actually, a good variation or a cool variation could be a down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, or you can make that a bass, up, down, up, kind of digging on that too. So we try that next chorus that way. We have the A minor, G/B, outro verse. So we have our C major 7, G minor, but that's the basics of how you can strum through Stop in the Name of Love by the Supremes. Good luck!